Hey Nippers, it's me, Wild Neptune, and in this video, I want to go over 5 things that Konami can do to master Duel to make it a more enjoyable experience for everybody. Before that though, I would appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe, and consider following me at Twitch, twitch.tv/WildNeptune, bringing you all the Master Duel content coming your way. Anyway, let's get started here. Now, I don't want these all to be like gameplay related, so this one's going to be simple, under the hood, quality of life. So let's say for a moment here that I want to craft for some reason another copy of this Phantom Knight's Wing, right? However, on accident, before realizing, I misclick and I click this Amazonist shamanism, whatever this is, okay? So I hit generate, right? And I'm not really paying attention, I'm kind of on automatic, so I hit generate, right? So boom, right there. But then I read this, and I'm like, oh, this is the wrong card. I want to get rid of this one and craft the other one. The problem is that the dismantle is only 10, and the generator is 30, so I'm losing out on 2/3 of my material. So for an N rare and like an R rare, it doesn't really matter. You get so many of these. But for your SRs and your URs, which I have none of right now, it does become problematic, right? So, what I think should happen is that as long as you remain on the card that you crafted, you should be able to dismantle it for full cost. Other card games online do this. I don't know how Duel Links does it. I don't play Duel Links, but as long as you're here, after you craft it, you should be able to get it the full discount. If you click off it, right, then that's it, right? But I do think that this little bit of a safety fallback should be a thing in the game. So the next thing I would change is slight changes to the way that the legacy/bonus packs work. So you don't know, the bonus packs, they're just 2-card packs you get for doing duels, get them for free sometimes, achievement reward, stuff like that. Nothing really special. The SR and UR rates on them are really low, it seems. But most of the cards in them are just, well, legacy cards that really won't see that much play. However, some of the cards in them are, pretty good and might actually see play. A lot of the cards in these packs too are locked only to this pack, so you do have to get kind of lucky to get some of these cards. So in the UR, see Morphing Jar, Cyberstein, Randy's Ruler, Smoke Grenade, Card Destruction. I'm pretty sure, Final Countdown, I'm pretty sure all these cards you can only get from the Legacy Pack, which is annoying for some players for like wanting to build certain decks. Like, I'm pretty sure One Day of Peace is also another card that is only available in this pack, which eventually you'll probably get them. However, there is a little thing I would change about the Legacy Pack, and I will show you what it is by going to my card collection here. Hard to pull URs, and look at this. I have one Desperado Bale Dragon, which I can only get from the Legacy Pack, right? Oh, look at this. I have 2 more of them, which I can only get from the Legacy Pack. So 3 of my URs have been the same card. I don't understand why this happened. What's worse is that you cannot dismantle Legacy Pack cards. I think, personally, you should be able to dismantle them. I think the game should give you a warning before you dismantle a Legacy Pack card, because they are technically harder to get than the other cards. But what am I going to do with these 3 Desperado Barrel Dragons? So being able to dismantle legacy cards. The other change I would do is have a toggle for only the legacy packs, right? The other packs are fine, but only the legacy packs where you can make it so that you will always get a UR you don't have, right? So let's say I already have this Desperado Barrel Dragon. I don't want it anymore. I put the toggle on, and then when I pull the Legacy Packs, I will have the pool of all the URs besides this one, right? But let's say there's a UR in it that I do want multiples of. Well, I can always toggle that back off and make it so that the full range of all the cards are still available there. I think it only has to be done for URs, honestly, but that is what I would do. The next small change I would make is to the way that pack opening works. So right now, when I buy these packs here, I would have to open them up right away. I don't want to do that all the time. So let's say I unlock the secret pack for Luna Lights, okay? And I know that I will want to buy 4 10 pulls of the Luna Light packs. However, I want to open them up a little bit later on, maybe in like a couple of days. But the secret pack is only available for 1 day, and then I have to unlock it again somehow. If there was a way just to make it so that I can buy the packs, but not open them, and then when I want to open them for like stream or YouTube, and I'll be honest, this is more of a YouTube like streamer type request here. But you know, it will make it a lot more accessible doing that. Now, you could ask, well, what if Konami like changes the pack, right? Or if, let's say, the pack expires, like this Downward Force here is probably going to go away after 38 days. If it expires or if it changes, then the game will force you to open up the pack before that happens. If you don't log in that for a while, I guess it would just automatically do it for you and just alert you in your inventory or something to that extent. The next change I would make is a small change to ranked, and what I would do is I would expand the no deranking to every single rank floor. So bronze, silver, gold, plat 5, and then whatever the new ranks are when they end them. So like, I guess diamond, master, like prismatic, I don't know, secret rare rank, whatever they want to call it in the future. Whenever you get to a new tier, you will be unable to rank down. And you might think that it makes it easier to get to the top ranks. I'll be honest, the difference right now between when I'm in plat and I'm fighting decks that are in plat versus the decks that I fight when I'm in gold is drastically different, right? In gold, you fight a lot of random jank, and not like the jank where it's kind of good. It's just the jank where people are still running half like starter decks kind of, or the free decks that are given to you in the story. Like, this isn't gold. Once you hit plat and stuff like that, all those decks just disappear, and more or less people will play either a serious gimmick deck or just a serious deck that they plan on climbing with. So there's really no need for there to be the deranking, especially when you get from plat down to gold, because if you got to plat, the only like hurdle if you derank back to gold is just spending unnecessary time beating up players who are still running the starter decks and stuff. So now the final thing is going to be a little more contentious, but remember, Master Duel, the format overall is a new format. It is mostly similar to an OCG list, but in the OCG, it's really only Japan that's playing that list, and Master Duel is international. So Konami, I think, has to really look hard at the current Forbidden list and see what other cards they might want to add in or take off, simply because we're basically the guinea pigs for testing this format. And I know from hearing and talking to a lot of other players that they aren't completely happy with the current list. There's a lot of really busted stuff that is legal in Master Duel, and some of it probably has to be reined in a bit so that we can get a little bit closer to the in between of the OCG and TCG. Like, keep Master Duel have its own unique identity in the card space, but still make it enjoyable for all players. I say this is contentious because obviously players are going to have invested a lot into some of the more meta decks right now. Some of them might have more URs or SRs than other ones. I think that if cards get put onto the ban list or changed, right, stuff like that, that we should get full refunds if we want to dismantle them when that happens for a certain period of time. For the URs and the SRs, the Rs and Ns, they don't really matter. I'll be honest with you. But I do think that Konami has to look at them and maybe make changes that are a little bit more aggressive than they do currently in the OCG and TCG, simply because the format that we have is so new. But those are just 5 simple things I would change a little bit in Master Duel. Do you like those 5 things? Do you have anything else you would want to get changed in the game? Comment down below and tell me what it is. Anyway, I'm Wild Neptune. It's been a good one. Nep out.